privilege. And in the month of February, actually it was the first service we had, which was a deliverance service. We went on, Minister Tunde opened the discussion on the themes for the month. I want to tell us that these themes are very, very significant. Talking about the fallow ground. They are inspirational. If you look at the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 2, we have the scripture recording it, that the tree is there, and it brings fruit every month, which is the healing of the nation. The tree is bringing fruit every month. That's why we have the theme for every month, meaning that the Lord is telling us, this is what you will run with in the month of February. The Lord has actually started with us. Our brother started with his teaching early in the month, and he gave the exposition on the fallow ground, and then the role of salvation. Then he went further here last week, quickly, and having the Lord look at it from the perspective of the family, because this is the month of family. It's the focus on the family. Now, today, we are taking a step further by looking at the concept of the fallow ground from the perspective of the law of the breaker. So what we are looking at today is the law of the breaker. The law of the breaker. Before I go into it, I want us to understand the background of this message. This scripture here, the scripture for today's message is from the book of the month. It says, I'm reading from the book of Hosea, chapter 10, verse 12. It says, sow to yourself in righteousness, reap in mercy, break up your fallow ground, for it is time to seek the Lord. I want to dwell on the breaking up of the fallow ground. But before we start looking at breaking up of the fallow ground, we want to look at what the fallow ground is. This prophet was writing from an agrarian environment background. Essentially, they were farmers. And what they do in farming is that every year, can I have that picture, please, the first one? The first year is a yearly thing. The farmer gets to the point of land. He starts cultivating a particular area. The first year, I know we are not familiar with it. Most of us are not used to agriculture. What I'm saying is this. The first year, he plants on the plot of land. He moves the next year to another. He's leaving this number one. This is year one. He moves to year two. He moves to year three. The third year, the fourth year, and the fifth year, on to the seventh year, to the sixth year. The seventh year, he goes back to that first plot of land. By which time, that's like 7 years, must have rolled over the land. This land now, as it were, let's not forget, it's a nomadic environment where we have people bringing their cattle and all stuff. So the land is now grown with wheat. Grown with wheat meaning that for him to cultivate that land, as it were, he must first remove the wheat. Amen? In the process of removing the wheat, let's remember, the earth has settled down. The settlement of the earth means the ground is already hard. I mean, hard as in very hard to penetrate. So what he first does is to clear the bush and then start breaking the ground. So what we are looking at today when I talk about the law of the breaker is that there are three major principles in breaking. The breaking up. I may not finish it today, I know. But then as far as we can, I just want us to get it. The breaking up, which is a personal thing. The next level is the breaking out. Meaning that when I bring the soil out, I start, it's so hard. Compacting. It's difficult. So you cannot plant like that. So what you now do is that all you will do now is to soften the earth. Because in that state, it is true the nutrients are there, but the land is not prepared. So I work on the land. That is the next level, which is the breaking out. And the last level is the breaking through. I want to now start planting my seed because the land is prepared for planting. Amen. Amen. So in other words, what we are looking at, I have actually categorized it into three, which is the first one is the personal, which is the individual one. It has to do with me, it has to do with you. Personal means breaking up. The next one, breaking out. The one we have as a congregation. Meaning that the fellowship. This morning my brother was talking. He was talking about the grace. Unfortunately, some of us were not here. He was talking about the grace. And we asked the question that this grace we are talking about, once I am saved, then I am saved forever. But he said, no. Your salvation is the grace that granted you salvation. It's not a thing forever. And he now said it to the point that it's like an elastic. He used that illustration. I was blessed in the Sunday school class. You see, he used it, it's an elastic. When we get to that point, the elastic, it will break. And that was what Samson did. He said, he just gave us an example this morning. He exhausted the grace of God, and God got angry with him, and they got him off. Okay, so what we're saying is the next level, so that at the church level, is saying break out. Meaning that we come together, iron sharpeneth iron. That is what we are saying at that level. Then the last one is talking about breaking through. We are in this society for a purpose. It's not accidental. We cannot sit on this level. This level, we have tarried too long. We need to break through. Breaking through is just the example of David saying, I want to drink water. I want to drink water. The camp of the enemy, he was standing at the gate, and the gate is the gate of the enemy. The Philistines were there. For him to get that water, then we talk about the mighty men of David. What happened? They break through. They were able to break through because they had the passion. That means as a church of God, the passion must be in the inside of us. God is a collective responsibility. And for that collective responsibility, we must start with the understanding of breaking up. If you don't get to the level of breaking up, what are those things we need to do to break up? I will leave it at this point. I will keep this one and let us move on. Now I want to move to the text for this morning. As scripture, please just keep this. At least you understand the concept of breaking out, and breaking up, breaking out, breaking through. That's one. The next one we want to look at is this. A man went out, is the parable. And that is where I want us to pay careful attention. Individually, we have a responsibility. He said he woke up in the morning and he went out. Thank you for that reading. And when he went out, he said the first hour or the third hour, he saw some people in the marketplace of life. What were they doing? They were standing idle. They were standing idle. He said, okay, you go in and walk. I will reward you. I will give you reward for your labor. He went out again and stood at the 12th hour. Which is, well, according to that scripture, he said, he went out at 9, he went out at 12, he went out at 3, he went out until the 11th hour. And he was standing there. Why are you standing idle? Go ye also inside and walk. And that is what the Lord is telling us today. Go ye also inside. You've been idling enough. At the level of where we are now, for us to go inside, we need to understand what it means to serve the Lord. That if we need to break through into the community, we need to understand the essence and purpose of our calling. That is the level of the congregation. That means individually, the Lord needs to wake us up and conscientize us. I don't know how to put this, but I pray the Lord will help us to have understanding of it. He said in the 11th hour, because most of us were giving excuses. We have a lot of people in the chorus. I cannot do. No. He says, go ye also. What he's saying is that there may be more, there may be enough, but what are you standing idle to do? Go ye also inside. Go ye also inside. It is when we come together as a force, then we can now go out and reach out to the community. The Lord has deposited something in the life of every individual here, more than for us to sit on the fence and start watching. That is the message of the Lord this morning. I come back to going through and breaking through. I hope you understand it. Now going to the level of breaking through now, or breaking up. When we say breaking up now, please, I hope I'm not so fast. I'm just trying to walk with the time. He said, when we come to breaking up now, what are those things individually that I need to do? Because let's remember, This is not talking about somebody that is not saved. I know Jesus Christ. I serve him well enough. This one, I was that type of a person that the Lord has been using. But it got to the point I got so busy in the marketplace. The noise of the marketplace distracted me from the assignment God gave me. And while we are here this morning, the Lord is reminding us that we have been standing idle for too long. It's time for us to wake up. He now said, breaking up means looking at what we have been doing in the past, examining our lives. He said, you know that man that went in at the 11th hour? The only 1 hour is the 1 hour that will be rewarded. Meaning that he gave his life only to Christ. But the service that counted before the Lord was just for 1 hour. I pray the Lord will help us to understand this. It was only 1 hour, the 11th hour, and that brings me to the fallow ground. I have planted the first year. I've given my life to Christ. But then somehow I got distracted. I was doing something yesterday. And then I called up a sister. And then it was like, hey, this is weird, oh, why are you calling me? It was like the Lord reminded me that there were certain things in those days you were doing that you stopped doing. In those days, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about way back in my university days. Way back when I went to serve back in Nigeria. I would just wake up and then take the pen. In those days, it's not like these days when you have means of communication. It's 2 letters. And you will be writing letters like this. I'm telling you, most of those letters, they touch souls. In fact, there was one sister that called me back. I said, did God tell you anything about me? He said, I was in a very terrible situation when that your message came. And the Lord used it to encourage me. Many of us will get so busy, and I realize I've gotten to that level, that I've become so busy, that to reach out to people has become a challenge. I'm not talking to you alone, I'm talking to myself. And I woke up yesterday and said, hey, God, I have missed it. I mean, God help us, and I pray the Lord will help us individually to take that collective responsibility this morning and understand that we are supposed to be our brother's keeper. That is going back to the fallow ground. It went back that year. It was grown with wheat. What are those things we talk about the weeds? I'm looking at things like the wheat, talking about the weeds. The weeds are the sins. Sins of omission. Brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter. They are the sins of omission. Oh, ingratitude is a major one. Ingratitude is a major sin. How many of us do take time? It is true, you claim that you do. But then, are we really doing it well enough? Let's remember, the life we have today, God is the one that is giving us the life. And it is by His grace we are alive. And we are alive to serve Him. If we are not serving Him, we are a disappointment to heaven. And the Lord will help us so that we will not be disappointment in the name of Jesus. When we talk about ingratitude, we go on the road. You can see, my brother was raising a prayer point. He said, how many times have you passed the road? The same road we pass through daily. People are going through the same road and they are dying. Have you woken up in the morning to worship God for that gift of life? Or the best we can do is just to say, hey, I won. And I run out. Out of ingratitude. Cruelty of the highest order. The Lord is saying, you are not grateful. Break up the fallow ground. The breaking up is identifying that sin. When the Bible is talking about the ground, it's talking about the heart of man. When it's talking about the seed, it's talking about the word of God. When it's talking about the food, it's talking about the impact of the word on our lives. When you are breaking it up, you are identifying. The mind is so sensitive. You know, it's just for me to take time and turn my mind. If I say, I love you, I can say that without meaning it. But the moment I start looking at what you have done to make me love you, then my attention is focused on you. And I start seeing that beauty in you. If we say we love God, we must make that conscious effort. The art is that nature. That's the nature of the art. You must take time to groom the art. Because that mind, as it were, If you leave it carelessly, the weed will grow on it. And before you know it, you are saying you are loving, but you are not loving God. So that means you have to take time and create time to seek the face of the Lord. Amen. The Lord will help us. You see, ingratitude to God. God is the God that is giving us life. Another thing is the love of God. Many of us claim to love Him, but how do you show your love for God? We can say, how do we show our love for God? Yes, okay. It is well. How do we show our love for God? Ways we can show our love for God. I can see the time is running out. But then, let's reflect on the ways we show our love for God. Do you really love Him sincerely? We need to start pulling it out. Make conscious effort to say that if I love God, it must be visible in everything. It says I'm a jealous God. Do you understand what it means? When you say somebody is a jealous God, oh, it's a deep thing, brethren. Meaning that you should not have any God beside me. But what are we doing in the marketplace? It says you also go in and walk. Neglect of the Bible. I'm not saying we are not reading the Bible. But the way we read, take the Bible, read like this. Oh, my brother, what did you read there? Not this. Oh, you forgot it. The mind was not there when you were reading. We must go beyond the level of just carrying the Bible. Let's stop being Sunday Christian. The Lord is saying, break up your fallow ground. These are the things we are talking about. Saints of omission. Saints of omission. Neglect of prayer. We talk about prayer as a factor. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. We talk about prayer. But then, many of us, we don't really come on the prayer line. How do we have the corporate prayer? Where do we get the strength? Iron sharpeneth iron. Where do we get the strength to join the prayer line? I'm not talking about the prayer line, but what is your prayer life like? The Lord is challenging. You see, my life, there was a time when I was in the final year in the university. I slept and I dreamt. The Lord said, I don't know. I just woke up. And He said, it was like, I slept the sleep of death. Your Bible will say, I said, yeah. I woke up, I said, Jesus, what is this? I slept back. And then, He woke me up again, He woke me up again. And He showed me a picture of a very long journey. Oh, my brethren, it marked a remarkable turning point in my life. Because after that, my nights became nights of serious struggle. In those days, we go at any hour of the night to the sports center. We'll pray all manner of prayers. I was praying into the future. What I'm saying is this. How is your prayer life like? But am I praying like that today? Break up with fallow ground. The Lord will help us. I'm not doing that today. And it's a challenge for every one of us. That first love we have for Christ. Let's go back to it. Let's manifest it in the church of God. That is the collective responsibility. That means breaking out at the same level. Iron sharpeneth iron. Let it not be one person that is serving the Lord. We all have it. He has deposited a gift in you. And you must serve the Lord. For the church to go out and break through, it has to start with you and me. Amen. The Lord will help us. Amen. He now says again, sorry, oh my God, time is up. I think I should be rounding up at this time. The neglect of His grace. Oh, so many points there. Yeah. Neglect of His grace. My brother was talking this morning. He said the way, he mentioned something that we abuse the grace of God. Oh, and when Auntie B was praying in the morning, he was saying that we give excuses. Oh, a lot of excuses. We give excuses. Oh, I cannot. I'm feeling one pain in my body. I can't come to the church. Hey, Jesus is Lord. When are you supposed to come to the church, brethren? I am feeling one pain in my leg, and I said, I can't just come. When are we supposed to come? The Lord will help us. Amen. I may not be able to go far, but I want to end up with this one. We have sins of omission, sins of commission. I want us to reflect it. Sins are too numerous. We've taken the grace of God too much for granted. He's the God of compassion, gracious in mercy. This morning in the Sunday school, we did a little work on it, and the thing touched my heart. The way we have taken the grace of God for granted. We should be crying at this time because we have disappointed God. I want to be honest. I am talking to myself. Because this morning, in Sunday school, I was blessed. Let me just speak that one. Sorry about that. The last one. Evangelism. Evangelism. I'm starting to round up now. Do we love each other to the point of showing compassion for the lost souls? The Lord will help us. In this community, I was walking on Thursday. I don't know, the brother, I was mowing the lawn, the snow. And somebody saw me. He said, I'm touched by what you are doing. Can I give you help? This is what I do in the neighborhood. And this guy, quickly. I thought he was only joking because there was a guy that said he was going to help us one time and never showed up. This one went, and before I knew it, he came from this angle, and he came with the shovel. He was ready, but before he came, because I didn't believe him, I've already finished what I was doing. The guy ministered to me. What I'm saying is this, his heart, he was touched that this is a work that can't be done. I want us to have this understanding in terms of evangelism. There was this guy, I want us to get this story very well. His name is Dick Fosbury. He's a very popular athlete. There was this story that you can't get above 6 feet in high jump. Dick Fosbury had the passion that before now, nobody could go beyond this level. What he did was that he made up his mind. The passion was there. He now changed the method. What did he do? He said, okay, what you have been doing is that you've been running like this to jump the bar. Okay, I will now go, I will change the method. He moved diagonally. Then the head and the leg will follow. It's a very simple principle in evangelism. If my head can go, my leg can go. Where our heart can go. If our heart can reach out to the community. Can I have that picture? If our heart, yes, you can see. A mountain like this is right, and then diagonally, before then they put it on scale it, and then he was able to scale it. And he made a world record in the Olympics of that. His mind, the passion to bring about the change was there. Shall we be on our feet? The Lord will help us to reach out to the people. If my leg can go, if my heart can go, my leg can go. We hold it a responsibility to take care of ourselves. This morning, I will challenge us. It is our collective responsibility. Make a call to somebody. Visit somebody. Talk about the Lord to somebody. It is our collective responsibility. Let's remember the breaker principle. Break out, break through. Shall we be on our feet and begin to thank the Lord? Let's talk.